Yo, what's going on guys, I'm FlipArtz and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video, and today we'll be going over all of your week 2 weekly challenges for your Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass. So with that said, let's get right into the video. So starting off with the first challenge, which will be the most difficult challenge of all the challenges for this week, it will be to search for chests at Salty Springs, and to complete this challenge you'll need to search for 7 chests. Now, as you guys know, like I mentioned for the week 1 challenges, chests are no longer a 100% spawn rate like they were in previous seasons, which means you'll have to take a chance on which places you decide to drop, since you might get a house with full chests, 1 chest, or no chests at all. And I did find that the gas station at Salty Springs is totally underrated, and it was a big help for me in getting at least 1 chest out of Salty Springs, since so many people would contest for houses and buildings to get the drops on the roofs very quickly. Now moving on for our second challenge, it will be to get eliminations at the Authority, and to complete this challenge you'll need to get 3 eliminations. This challenge is actually pretty easy, because if you're one of the first people to land here, you can actually get a free elimination from a passive henchman at the top floor of the Authority. As you guys can see here in the gameplay, we have a morning henchman over what seems to be the loss of Brutus from a few seasons ago, but by eliminating this henchman it will actually count as an elimination for this challenge here, so keep that in mind, as technically you could drop here 3 times in a row for 3 different games and eliminate this henchman 3 times to get this challenge completed. Now on to our third challenge. It states to dance on top of different Sentinel heads at Sentinel Graveyard, and to complete this challenge you'll need to dance on top of 3 different Sentinel heads. Now this challenge is fairly easy, but you want to be careful as not every player is a nice player, so they won't just let you go ahead and dance on the heads to complete the challenge, but for the most part you could just build up to each head and use an emote, but you can also jump on top of the open palms of the Sentinel hands that have boosters embedded in them, which can launch you into the air, which then allows you to pull out your gliders. You can land on top of the other Sentinel heads. Now moving into our fourth challenge, you'll need to destroy boats at Craggy Cliffs, and to complete this challenge you'll need to destroy 7 boats. This challenge is really easy as well, as there are a few buildings in the area that have canoes just leaning against the walls, propped up against the walls, and hanging on ceilings. So for this challenge there should be more than enough boats for at least 2 to 3 players to complete this challenge. For our 5th challenge here, it states to bounce on different dog toys at the Ant Manor, and to complete this challenge you'll need to bounce on 4 different dog toys. Another very easy challenge right here, and all you're really looking for are dog bone chew toys and tennis balls, and there's actually enough of the chew toys on the main ground of the Ant Manor to complete this challenge, but for whatever reason if you're struggling to find them, you can actually jump into the ant hole and find even more dog toys down there as well. Now on to our 6th challenge. It will be to ride a motorboat under different colored steel bridges, and to complete this challenge you'll need to ride your motorboat under 3 different colored steel bridges. Now depending on your bus route there's different ways you can go about doing this challenge, but there is going to be a colored bridge between Doom's Domain and Craggy Cliffs, Doom's Domain and Salty Springs, another one near Frenzy Farm, and the last one will be all the way down near Caddy Corner. For the route that I decided to take, thanks to my bus route, I dropped over in Craggy Cliffs to grab a motorboat, and then took it down to go past the first bridge, and then made my way down to another one between Doom's Domain and Salty Springs like I mentioned earlier, and then from here I double backed and went all the way down towards Frenzy Farm, and that was a wrap. But also, if you guys didn't know, if you're playing with a friend or a squad, if everyone's in the boat, and even if they're not the ones driving the boat, or if you're not driving the boat, if you guys are going under the steel bridges and you haven't completed the challenge, this will start to count towards your challenges as well. And then on to our last and final challenge. It states to search shield chests inside Quinjets, and to complete this challenge you'll need to search for 7 shield chests. Now this challenge is pretty easy, considering that it's actually a party shared challenge, which means you and your friends can actually split up and take different Quinjets in a single match. And so obviously if you guys are playing in duos and you guys split up, that's at least 2 Quinjet shield chests that you guys can get up to. If you guys are playing in a squad, that's 4 potential Quinjet shield chests that you guys can actually get in a single match. Now the best strat that I could find for this is if you're not actually worrying about trying to win the match at all, but you're really just focusing on completing your challenges, you can just do your best to ignore the Stark robots, as those are definitely going to be something that's going to annoy you guys when you guys land here. But if you guys can ignore them and go straight for the chests inside of the Quinjet, then you can do this rinse and repeat every single time and get this one done in no time. And so there you guys have it. That will be all 7 of the challenges for your weekly challenges for your week number 2 of the Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass. The only hard challenge here that I found from this week is going to be going to Salty Springs and doing the chest challenge, and the only tip I really have for you guys is to keep an eye out for that gas station, as it's really an underrated area that people typically ignore all the way until the end. So if you guys can actually get there first, chances are you're more likely to get a chest there, or at least in my case I managed to get a chest faster a lot of the time. But with all that said, that's gonna about wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I was able to help you guys out, or you guys enjoyed the video, or maybe even both, consider dropping a like here on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications as I will be uploading videos here on the channel and you don't want to miss out. And by hitting that notification bell, you will make sure that you don't miss out every time I upload a video here to the channel. And if you guys are still interested, I'm going to be streaming pretty much every single day over on Twitch at twitch.tv/FlipArtz. The link will be down in the description below. So if you guys would like to join me and the rest of the Arts Fam community and have chances to interact with me and the others live in the chat, get some games in and have a great time, come and drop that follow for me again over on Twitch at twitch.tv/FlipArtz. Again, the link will be down in the description below. But thank you guys again for watching. Catch you on the flip side. Arts out.